to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kelsie, back with another beauty mix look this week. If you guys don't know what beauty mix is, I have a whole playlist on my channel with all of the videos, but basically on my blog, I do a look each week with a bunch of other girls, so don't forget to check the blog out. It's kelsiekristine.com, and check out all the other ladies' beautiful looks. Some of them do have YouTube videos as well to go along with them, so make sure you check them out. But this week's look is all about the holidays, so this is going to be a classic Christmas look, just a smoky eye with a red lip. It's just perfect for Christmas and anytime around the holidays. Pretty much like any event you're going to have, this is going to be great, and it's super easy, as always, to get this look. So if you want to see how I get this look, then please keep watching. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to use the Smashbox Minimize Pores Primer to start out. Just use it in the spots that need pore minimizing. Running out of my foundation, I need to pick some more up, but I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I'm in the shade 1W Sand, and then I use my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. I love this. 2 little pumps. I added the pump to this guy, but 2 little pumps usually gets me pretty good coverage all over the face, but I add more if I need like more full coverage. I have a couple blemishes right now that I might go back over, but we'll see. Then for the under eyes, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This stuff is like one of my absolute favorites. Usually I use like the Tarte Shape Tape or the Creaseless Concealer, but this thing is just so easy with the tip to just place all over super quickly. And I've been lazy with my beauty sponge and don't like to wet it, so I just use this to kind of stipple that product in there. You can use a beauty sponge, but I'm, like I said, just getting lazy with my makeup and trying to do it quickly, but yet still make it look good. So this still makes it look good. So I don't need the sponge. And I'm just gonna pat it over my eyelids to kind of prime them quickly. All right, then I'm gonna go back in and just like dab one more time over the eyes. Instead of using my MAC Pro Longwear paint pot, we're just gonna easily prime the eyes with this. And then we're gonna set it with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I love this stuff. And then since it's the winter months, I'm focusing that mainly on the under eye to set. I don't try to go all over the face like I do in the summer. Sorry, there's a bunch of sirens outside. Then also just pat it on the eyes to set that so there's no creases. And we're gonna go in with some bronzer. I've been really liking this palette that I shared in my last video. It's the Highlight and Contour palette from Profusion. Super affordable too, but I just kind of mix all 3 of these shades as my bronzer, just using my BH Cosmetics, I think it's a blush brush. It's the V3 brush. What is happening? My hair is so staticky right now. All right, and for highlighter too, I'm gonna use this guy. It's Opal Glow in that same palette. It's not as like super glowy as I'd like, but it works well still. I mean, I guess it does give a really good glow. I don't know, I like it. I wouldn't continue wearing it if I didn't like it. Now I put that highlight on before the blush. So for blush, we're gonna use the Blush and Glow 2 palette from Profusion. I've used this before, but I'm gonna go in with this very pink shade, very lightly, because it puts a lot, like that was like 2 dabs in it. All right, I just gave myself super rosy cheeks. For brows, I'm gonna go in with the Kat Von D. This is the 24-Hour Super Brow Pomade in Taupe. And as you can see, I don't use much of it. I use the brush that is supposed to come with it too. Kat Von D 70 angled brush. I just have an Anastasia brow like pencil and spoolie that I'm just gonna flick all of my brow hairs up And then I start underneath. Let me zoom you guys in. And then I start at the bottom. Very light-handed. And then I go towards the outer part. And then we're gonna take that brush, flick our brow hairs down. And we're gonna flip them back up and then fill in any spots that are missing. All right, then we move on to the other brow. All right, now that brows are done, we've already pretty much primed the eyes, so I'm gonna go in right away with some shadow. Every time I go to try to use this, I end up having to redo it, so I'm hoping this is gonna work. So this is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. We're gonna do like a smoky eye, just a little bit of a smoky eye, and we're gonna start in the crease first with Riff because I know that that looks good, and then we're gonna go in with Drift, and then we'll see kind of from there. So I'm using my Morphe M504 brush for the crease. So that's with that Riff shade. Just placing it all over the crease. And you don't need a lot of product for this. Just windshield wiper motions until it's all buffed out. All right, then I'm gonna use the same brush and go in with the Drift shade right here. It's like a charcoal but has like flecks of glitter and then maybe some browns. And then we're gonna do just a really easy smoky look. So I'm gonna focus it on the outer corner here, kind of in that outer V area. I really hope this actually works this time. So far, so good. Don't fail on me now, palette. I'm just using a super light hand. I have my hand like almost all the way back on the brush. If you have it up close, you're gonna have more of that harsher. So keep it back on the brush and just light hand back and forth. All right, and then we're gonna cut the crease just a little bit. All right, so this is gonna be very similar to my look that I did for Christmas last year, but I think I did less of a smoky eye, but I think I did a cut crease and the lip will be the same. But I have my concealer brush and I'm gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape and we're gonna do like a half cut crease. So I put it on the back of my hand. Take the brush. I did like a cut crease how-to tutorial recently too, so you guys can check that out if you'd like. But I'm gonna focus this. This is gonna be hard with these darn lashes, but usually I place it on the lid and then look up. This one, you'll see I'm just gonna draw it in there. I did not put enough concealer on that brush. So I'm trying not to get it on those lashes, but it's unavoidable at this point. All right, and then I'm gonna take and just tap this outer area out so that it kind of blends. And then we'll still clean up this area. I'm just gonna set it with some translucent powder. And then we'll do the other eye. I'm sure I've said this before, but the reason you want to use your ring finger to kind of pat it out is because that has the softest touch. So you don't want to be like pushing on your eyelid, but it's got the softest touch to kind of just like blend it out. That's what you should do when you're using like concealer or anything like that. You don't want to be too harsh with it. All right, then I'm going to go back in with a mixture of Riff and the Drift, just a little bit, and kind of go over that outer corner and blend that lighter shade into the darker, or the lighter concealer area in with the darker. just completely avoid like the middle and inner corner of the eye so you're not going over what we just did. Then we're gonna do a mix of Breakaway and DollEyes, these two right here on the lid. I'm gonna use like a flat brush here and mix the two. Oh, my light over here just died. And we're just gonna like pack it on there, pressing. Don't press and drag because I had an issue with this pulling like that concealer back up basically. So just press down, don't drag. We're gonna go a little more than halfway. Once you're done kind of packing it on, you can kind of brush back and forth, but you wanna get like precisely up in there, just very lightly. Now we're gonna do a wing. I have to go with my favorite, the Perversion liner, just because I absolutely love this. I was gonna try a gel, but last time I did gel with my lash extensions, it didn't go so well. I can do it really well without lash extensions, but the lash extensions get in the way when I use the gel liner. So we're just gonna do a classic wing. Make sure my tip is nice and pointy. I think we're just gonna do a little wing because I like that. Let's hope we can do both sides the same. All right, now we're gonna focus on the under eyes. So I'm gonna mix both those shades to do the under eyes. I'm gonna use the same brush too. So we're gonna do Riff and Drift and buff out our under eyes with those. So you look up into a mirror. I'm gonna take a flat definer brush with Drift and just go really close to the lash line too. And you can drag it to meet that wing too if you'd like. Then we're gonna go in with Pixie Eye Bright Liner. This is just a nude liner for the waterline. I'm just gonna put it on the bottom. I still need to go with some of your guys' suggestions from a couple videos ago where I asked which other liners would be good. I don't think I'm gonna use any false lashes for this one because I like the length of my lash extensions right now. But you're welcome to pop some on at this point. I'm just gonna brush them out. Kind of get any of that powder off. And then we're gonna use, I have the Monsieur Big from Lancome little sample guy here that we're gonna use on our bottom lashes. And then the eyes are done. Then we're gonna jump to lips. Let me zoom you guys back out. So it's been a while since I've used my Kiss of Fire lipstick from Dose of Colors. I love the red that I used in my burgundy look, more of like a wine colored red lip, like a deep red, I guess I should say. This, when you pull it out, it looks super bright pink, but if you do 2 layers, it's totally fine. And it looks red. So, and you don't need, with Dose of Colors applicators, you don't need any lip liner because it's literally going to just cover it up. Any liquid lipstick is usually, as long as it's pigmented enough, it's gonna cover up the liner. So if you wanna put the liner down as like a guide for this, that's totally fine, but I don't need it for applying their colors. So it looks red in the camera, but to me right now, it's very like pinky red, which if you're going for that, then great, but I'm gonna let it just dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with one more layer. All right, lip is on, and I finished curling my hair. It was just curled yesterday, and I just redid some of the curls. Lastly is this setting spray too. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Placing it all over. You can do it before or after the lips, but I always forget mine until the end. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit that notification bell so you're notified each time a new video goes up. We have more Beauty Mix looks for New Year's coming your way soon, so make sure again you are subscribed so you don't miss out. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.